Hey. All right. It is May 31st. Been a frustrating fucking day. Had an update on my court case. It's been pretty positive, but frustrating. Again, why we've not been doing the podcast lately, but all right. I don't know much about Dan Pena. I do know that he has referenced military combat officers and various things. To my knowledge, he's not a veteran. Uh, to my knowledge, he's not lying about being a veteran. I honestly have no information on his military service. I know I watched two speeches or two little things he did, and he referenced Army officers multiple times. And people keep saying, do the Snowflake test. Hesitant, but annoyed, frustrated, and this seems like a fun little challenge or a fun little, maybe an entertaining thing to do. All right, so here we go. Boom. Snowflake test. Sure. Get started. Okay. Verify I am human. Well, that was easy. Robot couldn't do that. Okay, whatever. Okay. Well, I'll absolutely answer that stuff, but yeah, don't need to, yeah, well, fuck you, buddy. All right, let's find another option here. All right, so here's another option. Dan Pena, and for everyone that wants to complain that I'm not taking his actual test, well, give me his test without demanding stuff. Absolutely. So this was the next option on the thing. All right, good. Snowflake 2024 test. Free and honest quiz. Start the quiz. Freedom of speech means not being afraid of hurting others. I get offended by the opposing opinions unless it's hateful. Well, it's personal. If your opinion is directed at me, when it comes to society, the most important thing is jobs and well-being of citizens, freedom, reliable freedom. What should be done against gun violence? I don't know. Well, I do know. Punish these motherfuckers that commit crimes and allow us to protect ourselves. Ban the guns? That's dumb. Nothing, it's inevitable, is weak. Stricter laws. I guess. If I had to choose one president to govern the U.S. forever, no. 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 There's a fucking reason why there's term limits. That's a stupid fucking question. The ideal government is one that individual freedom, everyone's opinion doesn't matter. Every issue in society, that'd be fucking great, but welfare, no. Freedom first. Blank, most important issue in the United States. Not climate change. Social injustice is great. Immigrants is very popular. Financial crisis, great. There should be the option of build roads, provide jobs, protect the citizens. Of those four options, climate change is a complicated topic. I'm a huge fan of environmental protection, by the way. I cannot stand the racist people. Racism is fucking terrible. Worst president in United States history. Well, I think Bill Clinton repealing Glass-Steagall is one of the worst things. I think Jimmy Carter's weakness with the Middle East was awful. I think Jimmy Carter is top 3 greatest human beings to ever be elected president. It's also bottom 10 presidents. Given the option of Donald Trump, number 45 for 4 years, and Joe Biden, number 46 for 4 years, I don't know what the fuck they want. My opinion of the worst president of all time. I'm going to go with Bill Clinton. But Andrew Johnson is a close second. What do you think about abortion rights? I have a very clear opinion. Every woman should have abortion rights. I think there should be some vague. I think there should be no federal laws on this, all right? Every state should have the ability to make laws on abortion. In any state that tries to say a citizen that goes outside of the state, fuck you. Also, there should be no federal funding for abortion. I have no legal opinion on abortion. I have opinions on the government controlling people's bodies, and I have an opinion on extreme laws on abortion. It is a legal way of murdering unborn children. That's a fact. It is a government overreach into a person's body. Make it a state issue. Don't let any government funding go towards abortion, and do not restrict an American from going to a place that will perform the medical procedure that they want. Which of the following concepts should be prioritized? The working class financial crisis, unequal payment, human rights, or just rights for specific people, excessive immigration and its side effects. In the current situation, big fan of immigration, not a big fan of open borders. You usually then feel offended when people talk about my look, don't care. My rights, my opinions, shit. Challenge my opinions. My definition of freedom, no, cool with that. Always talk about definitions. Yeah, my rights. Those are Black Lives Matter indicates. Honestly, Black Lives Matter has become a fucking divisive topic, and it shouldn't be. All lives matter became a racist statement, and it shouldn't be. Black Lives Matter very much. I have multiracial children. I have a multiracial grandchild. I find it difficult to have to choose between my kids, grandchild, my friends, my loved ones. Which lives matter? Well, apparently, if I say all lives matter, that's racist. Do you think it's okay to use a gun to kill someone in self-defense? Yes. I think it's okay to use a fucking soda can to defend yourself. Which of the following groups has been discriminated against in recent years? Immigrants have been discriminated against. Black people have been discriminated against. White men have been discriminated against. Politicians, not so much. They're not a group of people. It's a fucking job. Oh, fuck. All right. There has been extra discrimination against immigrants. Some justified, some not. There has been some discrimination against white men. Some justified, some not. There has been discrimination against black people. Shocking, but true. Some justified, most not. Of the three real people, politicians are real people. Of the three, which one that are discriminated against are you not allowed to defend? What do you think about feminism? Well, I was a feminist. My views didn't change. My opinions didn't change. None of my stances changed. I want equal treatment regardless of sex. Women were abused, mistreated, and subjugated. There's first wave feminism, second wave feminism, and third wave feminism. There could be 11 waves for all I know. Hell, the definition of females up for grabs too. I love women. I have half a dozen daughters. I have a mother. I have ex-wives, which means females that I loved enough to marry. My opinions on them doesn't change the fact that I love women. I defend women. I support women. I have enough information to know feminism was useful and important and still valid. I'm also not an idiot. I'm also not blind to the fact that feminism was overtaken and abused. And a few years ago, women were barred from the National Women's March for being Jewish. I think feminism is a crucial, critical movement. I think men's right is a critical movement as well. Are the youth spoiled? Yes. The youth are always spoiled. Every fucking generation, the youth are spoiled. We take advantage of the benefits given to us. This is why someone who's old but not ancient, oh, I look ancient. As a child, little kid, I thought racism was done. Thought racism was over. And then I moved to the United States and was like, oh, people are still racist. They had the whole civil rights thing, and holy shit, people are still racist. Man. And I saw improvements and growth, and man, great stuff. Now it's, oh, that white dude's got dreads. Well, I mean, cultural appropriation, you know, you go to some parts of the world and they're gonna be like, oh, that black guy stole dreadlocks. Come on. Who's responsible for America's political problems? We went centrist, lean right, up, lean left, up. Things went so far left that there's a backlash. So the current issues are a result of things being too far left, and the backlash is to the right. Hopefully, since mainstream media and celebrities and most of the people in charge are left, that they'll be able to, well, things have shifted to the right. They'll be able to go, all right, let's point to a centrist. Then we can reconfigure and settle. But current issues is the establishment is left. Mostly 70% left. And causes a backlash, which causes the general people to be equally right. And after 2016, the few years after that, the establishment went farther left to try to pull the general public to the center, and it caused the general public to backlash even more. So hopefully we can all go more towards the center. What would make you call someone a snowflake? Rudeness doesn't make you a snowflake. My anger has nothing to do with you. Their stupidity, I would say their naivete, but stupidity's closest. No, I'm good. The alt-right might call you a snowflake. Okay. Well, the alt-right probably would call me a snowflake. What they generally call the alt-right is kind of me. According to a lot of people, I'm the alt-right. I'm a fucking what was once called a libertarian, somehow become an alt-right fucking neo-Nazi. I want the government to leave me the fuck alone. I want the government to build roads, create jobs. Abortion. Don't want one, don't get one. Want one, get one. Don't make people pay for it. All right? Fuck a bunch of that. I want to carry a gun while performing again a same-sex marriage between an interracial same-sex couple. Done a few of those. And then drink some booze while most of the guests partake in drugs. I'm a drunk, not a druggie. Legalize weed, I can't smoke it. Legalize cocaine, I can do that. Probably shouldn't. Getting old. And not fucking paying taxes to give to some foreign fucking country so they can make donation to the politicians that vote on whether or not you give tax money to these people. my policies, my thoughts, my opinions make me a hippie feminist, alt-right Nazi, Jew-loving Zionist, a nationalist, an anarchist, just depending on what time period. Everyone always talks about left and right, left and right. It's a compass. There's north, south, east, and west. Left, communist. Right, capitalist. North, authoritarian. South, libertarian. That's what it is. Like, fascist has no sway in economy. So left and right, that's just Hitler was an authoritarian leftist. Fact. Donald Trump, not a Nazi. Joe Biden, not a Nazi. Hillary Clinton, closer to Nazi than any of the others. Also, FDR was closer to Nazi than most current politicians. The Nazi Party was the National Socialist Party. Before that, it was the People's Democratic Party. Before that, it was the Democratic Socialist Party. Stop using Nazi as a slur. It just makes it weak and useless and doesn't matter anymore. Am I a snowflake? Pretty sensitive about my personal freedoms. Pretty sensitive about people being racist or sexist against someone. Any law that discusses race or gender is a bad law. The law should apply regardless of who you are. Used to make me a left winger, now it makes me a right winger. I don't care. I like freedom. I don't want the government to leave me the fuck alone. So yeah, am I a snowflake? I don't know. I am one of those that would dump tea into the Boston Harbor. Be like, fuck this. I'm not listening to you. Anyways, good news from the court case, but still pissed off and angry. Probably not the best video to make. I'll schedule it to upload like in October or something.